Hey everyone, Noodle here. Thank you for joining us. Welcome to Transport Fever 2, the series called Planes and Trains. Hope you're well. Thank you for joining us. In this series, a bit of an experiment, to be honest. And we've created a bit of a scenario where essentially we're going to find out what's better. Using planes to transport passengers and cargo, or using trains to transport passengers and cargo. And I'm kind of interested into what would be more efficient money-wise, what would be better time-wise, what people would choose to go for. So it created a bit of a scenario which I think is going to work pretty well. It's going to be pretty interesting to see how this goes throughout the series. So anyway, everything's nice and busy and buzzing away, and buildings are growing. The building seeds are being planted and building away. Anyway, let's come out of that, and I'll show you the map. So this is what we've created. Bit of a long, narrow type map. We got a city down in the left corner. We got Wells down there. We got Brentwood over to the right hand corner, and then into the middle we got a city in the middle, Leeds, and then we got another one in here, Kings Lynn, and top right we got Hackney, and then top left we got Huntington. So here's the idea. Here's the idea in the series. On the right hand side, our contestants are going to be the trains, and on the left hand side, our contestants are going to be the planes. And basically we're going to have planes going from Wells to Kings Lynn, and we're going to have planes going from Wells up to Huntington, and so on and so forth for the trains. So trains going from Brentwood into Leeds, and Brentwood to Hackney. We're also going to have trains going from Leeds to Kings Lynn, which is a very short journey. I'm not sure how we're going to connect that in, so we'll probably have to have like another train station down here, etc. And also we're probably going to have a airport, say here, and I don't know, maybe one down here as well, so people can go from left of the city to the right and north to the south. And hopefully this is going to expand a little bit more when we bring in the goods and bits and pieces like that. So as regards to the goods, I tried to make this as even as possible. So Brentwood, Wells are going to need the boxes, the goods, and up north we're going to need food for Hackney, and Huntington is going to need food as well. So as regards to that, so we're going to need, in order to make the goods, we're going to need to transport the iron ore down to the steel mill, and the same with the coal to the steel mill. And then after there, we then transport the steel all the way up to the goods factory, but we also need plastics. And as regards to plastics, we're going to need to get the following. And how did I do this again? Okay, so we're going to need to get oil from the refinery, then we take it to the plastic plant, then we take it to the goods factory as well. And we're also going to need food, as I said. So food's coming from here, so it's going to come from I've confused myself. It's going to come from the farm to the food processing plant, and then straight through. There's not as many stages on this one. Then straight through to where the cities are that need the food. Actually, I think I've added in one too many coal plants, but we could utilize them and add those in together. I think I've added in one too many. So that's the idea, and I'd love to know your thoughts and opinions on this type of experiment. Have you got any other types of experiments that you'd like us to try out? we've done quite a few of these so far, and they're pretty interesting once you get stuck into them. So let me know in the comments down below what type of experiments you'd like to see. So today we're going to start off. I'm going to try and make these sort of short little mini episodes if possible. That never seems to go particularly well. They end up being like 40 minutes long, but the idea is to have mini short episodes. So today I'd like to start off by adding in a train line for passengers running from Brentwood all the way up to Hackney and Huntington, plain line all the way down to Wales. So let's start things off by adding in, let's go with the planes to begin with. Let's go with the planes. And we've got to try and squeeze a airport in here somewhere. So let's go to here. We've got a couple of these mini little airports here that we've added in. The regional airport, a little bit different to the vanilla one that we have. And we've got to try and squeeze this in somewhere. And I don't think it's going to fit in here. Which would have been quite nice. That would have been quite nice. Maybe, okay, so we're going to have it at the top. So let's go with a nice simple airfield just there like so. And we're going to need another one all the way up here. And maybe we actually have this one going a bit on the side. So something a little, how close can we get up? So something a little bit like that. I think that's going to work pretty well. We'll have to do a little bit of smoothing about. So let's just quickly do that. And I don't think it's going to smooth out too much. Yeah, I think that's going to be okay. Okay, let's go into the roads. Let's connect this up to the city itself. So a little connection going to there. We'll have this going. Let's have this going straight through. Super duper. And one coming out. Let's have it straight as possible. Ugh. Let's extend that a tiny little bit. And then hook it over to about there. We can do that. We could probably add in one more connection up to here. I'll tell you what we could do. There we go. Okay, so one little connection for that. So everyone's going to be lovely and happy. And we'll do over here as well. Hook this up over like that. Connects that up to there. Do a couple little more connections. And I think that will pretty much be okay. We can do that to level it off. Get rid of you. I think that's going to work. I think that's going to be fine. So a simple connection. So let's do a line. So this is going to be Wells to Huntington. So new line. So let's call this P for plane. So Wells. And let's do PAX for, that stands for passengers. Wells to Huntington. Okie dokie. And click on stations. So it's going to go from here all the way up to here. And I think it's only going to be fair if we launch them at the same time. So let's hook up a train station into Wales as well. And that's kind of in the middle, that one. So maybe we try and play it a bit fair by having it up here. So it's roughly the same. So let's go to the train stations. We go with 2 lines. And actually it could hook on just here. Like that. And we do a simple little road connection just to even that out a little tiny bit. And all the way up top now. And I think same again, roughly. We can actually hook this one into the middle. Just like so. Okay. Let's put in the train line. Alright, so we've added in the train line. And it goes quite simply from Brentwood all the way through. Got a little bit of a tunnel here. I kind of like these new tunnel shapes. They're pretty nice. It's not much, but I think it makes it look pretty nice, to be fair. Nice little proper tunnel shape there. Better than the bog standard vanilla one that comes with the game. So the train goes through the bit of a mountain, I guess. Comes out the other end, of course. And follows it all the way through. And we've got a slight little tunnel again. And then it comes out. And it will go over the bridge. This bit will go down once this train's going over the top. Which I think is pretty cool. And it keeps on following all the way through. Over a short bridge over here. Just over there. Comes down, bends around, and then goes into Hackney over to there. Okay, so we need to add in a train line so we can... Let's pop in the train depot, probably over this side, so it's kind of out the way, doing its own thing. So we'll pop it into there. Alright, I think that's going to work just fine. We just need to set up a line, so it's going to be Brentwood to Hackney. So we go with new line, we go blue versus red. I think that is going to be the way. So let's do T for train, and we do packs again, and that is Brentwood to Hackney, just like that. And we'll click on stations to add. So we're going from here to just like so. Just like so. We'll probably set up one going from Hackney down south as well, obviously. And mind you, I guess that doesn't really matter too much because it's going to be going between the two stops anyway. So that's going to be that. Let's have a look at what planes we can go with. So buy vehicles. Now I've added in cargo 747s and passenger 747s. So let's do a bit of that. Let's go with the British Airways. So okay, let's have a look at this information we have here. Extend that out a tiny little bit. So top speed 556 miles per hour. It can take 117 people, 10 times load and speed. So I think that's gonna do us all right. We will go with... Oh, can we only get one of those? Oh, there, here we go. So let's go with two of them. So back and forth, and we'll see how that goes. See how the passenger numbers are. So we'll buy them. Let me pause the game. And we will set those to the Packs to Wales line. And then we will have the trains come out of here. And as regards to trains, we've got the multiple units. We have the electric ones. And I've added in the Class 373, which we used in the train series that we done a little while ago. Okay, so the train's now coming out. I've had to make a quick change. The bridge that was over here was causing a few issues. I've probably not done something right. It's been a while since I've used it. So I've just gone with the standard type of bridge just for the time being. And I might add it in a bit later. But anyway, train's now coming out. That's going to be doing its thing. It's going to take a little while to come out of there. And we have the jumbos. Look at those. Wow. That is nice. Look at that go. Oh, what a lovely, lovely screenshot that will be. Oh, that's fantastic. Oh, that looks so awesome. Pretty loud. Pretty loud indeed. But that's going to go and do its thing. And hopefully bring us a few passengers. Bring us a few passengers in. I don't know if we're going to have anyone coming over to wait already. Most likely not. But that's our first connection in. We've got the trains coming to do their thing. And we will see what happens. Hopefully the town's going to grow. People are going to be wanting to catch a train. I'm probably going to add in like a mini train line that leads over to here, feeding people from the bottom of the city to the top. And hopefully drag a few more people around. I don't know. I think what we will do, we'll also add in an airport at the bottom, bringing passengers from the bottom of Wales into the top. And I wonder if it's possible if we can squeeze in a tiny little. Is it possible to squeeze in a tiny little airport? I mean, if we got rid of that little road there. Oh, it is possible. So we could. Oh, could you imagine that? Can we get something like that in? Maybe we turned it around. Oh wow, that would really work. So that's an idea. Let's do that. There we go. Oh, that's fantastic. We'll do a bit of smoothing a bit later on. Let's add in the road. And we'll have that feed like so. It's got these connecting paths, so we can go ahead and give that the all clear. Oh, that's brilliant. Can we do the same for over here? Here comes the first jumbo. Nobody waiting, so no one's wanting to go just yet. Never mind. As regards to here, we could probably add it in just here. So let's find the planes. And how can we go about adding this in? So yeah, it's gonna be perhaps we could do something a little bit like that instead. Yeah. Well, it's too late now. Let's add in the road feeding through. So something a little like that. Hook that up to there. Bring that in. Looks a little bit wonky. Starting to look some of the roads that we had in the other series that we've done. Let's pop that into there, and that's gonna be linked up. That's a bit excessive, to be fair, but I think it's gonna work. I think it's definitely gonna work. They're gonna go from here to here. I like to see that happen, actually. So away it goes. It's going up. And it has to do a major loop to go round. Oh, we've got issues with the train again. Yeah, trains are... So I need to do that. I'll sort that out. And there it comes. Oh, that's the British Airways. So that's... So this one's now coming in. And it's landing. Hey! Okay. Trains. Got a bit of an issue with trains then, as it seems. It should, in theory, just come into here. That's how it should work. So Brentwood uses lane 2. Yeah, see, it's now coming into lane 2. And then that want to cross over. So how does it go up this end? Yeah, they both want to use the same line. So I need to set up a second line. Is there a way of doing that? So I can have two trains on the same line, but they crisscross over at the stations. I don't know how you get it to do that individually. I don't think you can do it by clicking on the train, can you? So the train's now going out. Manage vehicle. So I can only manage the one vehicle. So I will need to adjust that and get it ready for the next episode. So he's now, yeah, he's now stopping. So I think I need to set up 2 lines, which is a little bit weird. I've seen other people use just the 1 line, and then they just crisscross as they turn into the station. Anyway, good little start to the episode. We've got the jumbos, very chaotic. We could probably add in a few more stops for the planes, make that a little bit more accessible. But I think that's going to work. And we are going to end it just here, I think. So that's the first episode. Trains and Planes, Transport Fever 2. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Look forward to seeing the next one. Oh, that's a bit close. That's very close. Oh dear, oh dear. This is going to be fun. Thank you so much for watching. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Goodbye.